Now that I'm officially done with, well, the flicks I've seen in 2023 rankings, now let's get into this year. Here's a ranking of 10 films I hope to see at the theater this year in 2024. Well, the first half anyway. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Joel Berno, too, as the Big D, back again with another ranking, but this time it's going to be a special one. It's going to be a ranking of the 10 films I hope to see in the first half of this year. And I'm just doing only the first half, which will be from January to June. No other ones higher, because I'm not taking any chances. If these studios have a con picking nerve of postponing again, like they did last time due to the damn strike. Sorry if I apologize for my blue language and what have you. I'm just not taking any chances. So anyway, I'm going to give you the 10 films that I'm actually thinking of looking forward to check out at the theater this year. Now, before I get started, here's a few honorable mentions that I might go see. First up, the Mean Girls musical film. Maybe I'll be seeing that, which of course that opens next week. Let's see. Argyle, maybe. I'll also throw in some streaming flicks I think will be fine, like The Tiger's Apprentice, which will be coming up on Paramount Plus. Let's see. Hmm. Well, Ordinary Angels is an honorable mention. I am going to plan to see that, but it didn't make this ranking, unfortunately. Uh-huh. The First Omen. I just saw its first trailer. Yeah, it looks alright. And while despite the first one got dissed so hard, I hope for the best this doesn't get this. I'll give an honorable mention to Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver. Let's see here. The Garfield movie and A Quiet Place Day 1. There, that should do it. Those are honorable mentions. I sorry I just didn't put some streaming films a streaming film in there too. I just couldn't find that many. But anyway, these are going to be the films I hope to see, and I ranked 10 of them. So now that I've given the honorable mentions, let's start this ranking. Sit back, relax, and here we go. Coming in at number 10 is The Fall Guy, which will be opening May 3rd. Now, though it was originally supposed to come March 1st, but some other movie took over, but that's fine with me. Now, this is a new action comedy directed by David Leitch, the man who gave us Deadpool and Bullet Train. And this is an adaptation of the 1980s TV series of the same name created by the late great Glenn A. Larson. You may know the man who brought us numerous shows like Knight Rider and others. The film stars Ryan Gosling along with Emily Blunt, plus Winston Duke and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Now, of course, it's a battered and past his prime stuntman named Colt. Of course, that's the name of the main character, originally played by Lee Majors of the TV show, which he'll actually have a cameo in this. Anyway, he finds himself working on a movie set with the A-list star for whom he doubled long ago. And when the star goes missing and the film, which is being directed by Colt's ex-girlfriend, Jody, is in danger of being shut down, he volunteers to investigate the disappearance and find the missing actor. So apparently, after seeing him as Ken in Barbie last year, well, Ryan Gosling's gonna be the unknown stuntman. Of course, that was the theme song to the show. I haven't really seen the show. I've heard of it, and Well, I'm gonna try and watch some of it and do a TV log of it before I check this film out. It looks like it's gonna be good. Now, coming in at number 9 is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which opens May 24th. Now, of course, this is going to be directed by Wes Ball and is a continuation as after War for the Planet of the Apes, since it's been almost 7 years since we last heard, found out about, went to the Planet of the Apes in its reboot franchise, which I'm planning to review those three as well as Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes later on this year in order to promote the release of this, since I've already reviewed the original films. Now, this will star Owen Teague, Freya Allen, Kevin Durant, Pierre Macon, and William H. Macy. This takes place nearly 300 years after the events of the previous film, and ape civilizations have emerged from the oasis to which Caesar led his fellow apes, while humans have regressed into a feral state. And when its leader, Proximus Caesar, perverts the teachings of Caesar to enslave other clans in search for last traces of human technologies, a common chimpanzee named Noah embarks on a harrowing journey alongside a young human named May to determine the future for apes and humans alike. I've seen the teaser for it. It looks like it's going to be a good film. And of course, I'm a big fan of Planet of the Apes. It looks like it'll be a good film. I hope for the best it'll do well and what have you. Now, coming in at number 8 is If, opening May 17th. Now, this is a new live action animated fantasy comedy flick directed and co produced by John Krasinski, the director of A Quiet Place, the first two films. It features an all star cast that includes Ryan Reynolds, Krasinski himself, Kaylee Fleming, Fiona Shaw, you may remember Aunt Petunia from the Harry Potter franchise, and others, plus the voices of Phoebe Waller Bridge, Louis Gossett Jr., and Steve Carell. It's about a young girl named Bee who gains the ability to see people's imaginary friends, referred to as IFs for short, who have been abandoned by the kids they helped. And Bee then discovers that her neighbor, the man upstairs, has the same ability. I've seen the trailer for it. I think this looks like it'll be a fun flick and what have you. Yeah, especially with all these strange creatures, or should I say, imaginary friends you'll be seeing. Kind of think of it as think of it as watching that recent Cartoon Network show, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, except in a different way. But anyway, I think If looks like it's going to be a good film, and I think it will be. And coming in at number 7 is Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, opening April 12th. This, of course, is the newest installment of Legendary Pictures MonsterVerse. The fifth film and also 38th overall Godzilla film and 13th overall King Kong film. The fifth Godzilla film to be completely produced by an American studio, which of course is Warner Bros., starring Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, Dan Stevens, and others. Now, of course, I mentioned the first three, and the first two. Now, the first two I mentioned, plus Kaylee Huddle, will reprise their roles from the previous film, Godzilla vs. Kong, which was a pretty decent success despite being released during the pandemic. This time it's going to feature an explosive showdown of Godzilla vs. Kong with an all-new cinematic adventure pitting them against a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. Looks like it's gonna be good in my view. After seeing its trailer, I think this is gonna be another epic and awesome film. I know I should have seen that Godzilla -1. I've heard that was good. I've heard that was good in my view. Maybe I will look into it one day. I don't know when, but we'll see. But Godzilla X Kong, I hope for the best this does well. And proved to hopefully be a big hit for the MonsterVerse and what have you. And coming in at number 6 is Madame Web, opening Valentine's Day, February 14th. Now, this film, of course, is based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name. Dakota Johnson will be playing the titular character and is intended to be the fourth overall film in Sony's Spider-Man universe. This also has Sydney Sweeney, whom people more recently saw on the big screen not so long ago in the film Anyone But You. Let's see, and also Celeste O'Connor, Isabella Merced, and Tahar Rahim. Anyway, it's about Cassandra Cassie Webb, who is forced to confront her past while trying to survive with three young women with powerful futures who are being hunted by a deadly adversary. Hmm. Well, I can see to it one of them is going to be a Spider Woman, and what? Well, Sweeney's actually going to be the Julia Carpenter Spider Woman. I'm familiar with that name. Of course, that was um I remember from the Iron Man cartoon from the 90s. Yes. Oh, of course, the other Spider, there's another Spider Woman, Celeste O'Connor's playing Maddie Franklin, who, of course, in the comics was a Spider Woman and was the niece to J. Jonah Jameson. There's also going to be some others and what have you, so I'm going to hope for the best this does well and what have you. Even though despite it's going to go up against that Bob Marley film biopic, Bob Marley One Love. So I'm wishing this the best of luck when it comes around. So I hope this will pull Marvel back out of the black hole from having a humiliating failure with the Marvels. Even though this is being released for Columbia, but and so well, Sony, you know. Okay, enough said. Coming in at number 5, here's another film that's going to be released by Sony, and that is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which opens March 29th. Yes, after it's been almost 40 years since Columbia released the original Ghostbusters film, we are finally getting a fifth overall installment to the series and follow up to Ghostbusters Afterlife. Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, and Paul Rudd, and a few others well, let's see. No, wait a minute. Carrie Coon, Celeste O'Connor, Logan Kim, plus others, including the three surviving original Ghostbusters, Annie Potts and William Atherton, are reprising their characters from the earlier films. Plus, it also has Kamal Nanjiani and Patton Oswalt. This time around, this takes place years after averting a dimensional cross-up in Somerville, Oklahoma. The veteran Ghostbusters must join forces with their new recruits to save the world in New York City from a powerful, chilling adversary. Yeah. Which is known as the Death Chill. I've seen the teaser for it, and I'm going to think this looks like it's going to be a fun experience. I'm really think this looks like it'll be a cool one. Little joke there. But anyway, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire looks good. Now coming in at number 4 is Inside Out 2. Opens June 14th. Now, this is a big surprise. This is a sequel to Disney and Pixar's 2015 film of the same name, which I recently did a collab with Elgar Boy 1992 not so long ago. This will be directed by Kelsey Mann in his directorial debut. Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith, and Lewis Black are reprising their respective roles from the previous film, while Tony Hale, Liza Lapira, and Maya Hawke are joining the cast. Now, this time around, we are going into the mind of The teenage version of Riley, just as headquarters inside is undergoing a sudden demolition to make room for something entirely unexpected, new emotions. As joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust, who've long been running this, they aren't sure how they feel when the well new addition of an emotion shows up, anxiety. Hmm. After seeing the teaser for this looks like it'll be interesting. I hope for the best. This will do better than So I hope this will do better than Elemental, and hopefully this will pull Pixar right back up into the scene. Now I know Elemental factually did okay, but not great though. But well, we'll hope for the best. Inside Out 2, it looks like it's gonna be fun. Next coming in at number 3 is Kung Fu Panda 4, opening March 8th. Yeah, after it's been almost 8 years since we last heard from this, we're finally getting a fourth film of this great franchise. Jack Black is returning as Po, along with Dustin Hoffman, voicing Master Shifu. Plus, we got Aquafina, Viola Davis. Plus, we also have James Hong and Bryan Cranston back on board. Plus, Ian McShane back as the character Tai Lung. Plus, we have others, including, as I've mentioned, Aquafina, Viola Davis, and Ke Huy Quan. Yeah, we're going to hear from him again after recently having a big success with Everything Everywhere All at Once. Well, this time, Po is said to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace, and searches for his successor as the new Dragon Warrior, while finding a new foe called the Chameleon. Looks like it'll be good and what have you. So I'm looking forward to this and what have you. So I'm hoping will be a good one, despite it may miss just a little something. But I will not tell you that. Then it will ruin everything. I'll spoil it for y'all. So I'm not taking no chance on that. No way. I've already talked about this. I think I'm going to look forward to number 4. I've already reviewed the first 3, and I'm going to review this one when it comes around. Hope for the best. It's going to be good. And next coming in at number 2 is Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, opening May 24th, which that happens to be the same day we get the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes film. Now, this is directed by George Miller, who of course helmed the previous film of the Mad Max series, Fury Road. It serves as a spin-off and prequel to the film, as well as the 5th overall Mad Max film. I have not reviewed any of the Mad Max films, but I'm going to fix that. Starring Anya Taylor-Joy in the title role, along with Chris Hemsworth, Ayla Brown, and Tom Burke in supporting roles. Now, as the world falls, young Furiosa is snatched from the green place of many mothers and into the hands of a biker horde led by the warlord Dementus. And while two tyrants war for dominance over the Citadel, Furiosa survives many trials as she plots her way back home through the wasteland. This looks like it's going to be pretty good and what have you. So it's got a pretty good cast in my view. So I'm gonna hope for the best. This is going to be an awesome film. I think I may go with this over Planet of the Apes, but hey, I'll be the judge and what have you. And finally, my number 1 flick I am hoping to see in the first half of 2024. This is another title from the same studio that it's giving us Furiosa, which is Warner Bros. And that film is Dune Part 2, opening March 1st, from which that was originally to be released for the Fall Guy. Now, though I originally had this on my ranking for the previous year, but ever since the strike came along, it had to Well, I don't want to say any strong swear words in here, so I apologize. So I don't want to bore the audience and what have you. It was sent to here, so I'm gonna hope for the best we get this. Paul Atreides continues his journey, united with Shani and the Freeman, as he seeks revenge against the conspirators who destroy his family and endeavors to prevent a terrible future that only he can predict. Well, Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Stephen McKinley Henderson, Zendaya, Charlotte Rampling, and Xavier Bardem reprise their roles from the first part, along with Austin Butler, Florence Pugh, Christopher Walken, and more join the ensemble cast in this. After seeing all of its trailers, even before the film was originally supposed to come out last year, this looks even more better. So I'm gonna hope for the best we don't get another time picking reschedule, which I doubt we will. So I'm gonna look forward to Dune Part 2. So there you have it. That's my ranking of the 10 films I'm going to hopefully look forward to seeing this year in the first half. So what did you think of this ranking? Please let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And I'm happy to report that thanks to, well, certain someone who I chat with my friend the Porch Man, he's helped me reach 600 views. I mean, not views, excuse me, 600 subscribers. Thank you again. Well, I'm now at 600 subscribers, but now I don't know when I'm going to do a Q&A because I'm going to be a little tied up on some of these days. But rest assured, we'll do a little something eventually, okay? So be prepared. And join me next time. And wait, I'm getting too ahead of myself. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I prepare for my TV log of Zoom 99. So I hope you enjoy this, and if you like this, check out some of these other films I've talked about through their predecessors. The upper left-hand corner is my review of the first part of Dune. The upper right-hand corner is my review of my spoiler-free review of the previous Ghostbusters Afterlife. Or if you'd like, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of Godzilla vs. Kong. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.